So today's topic we will start Fordyce's spot. What are Fordyce's spot? Fordyce's spot are ectopic sebaceous gland in the mouth. They are the ectopic sebaceous glands. Okay. So the next topic is Gardner syndrome. So what are the features of Gardner syndrome? Okay. It will have osteoma, then epidermoid cyst, and impacted permanent teeth. So I'll give you a trick how to remember these things, okay, syndromes and all. So just imagine that you have a gardener at your home, and imagine that you all the symptoms you see on him, like he has impacted permanent teeth and he has epidermoid cyst and osteomas. Okay, so the gardener so your gardener is having all these symptoms. Okay, this is just a trick to remember. Okay, you can associate all these symptoms with real life people, which is similar to the name of the syndrome or something like that. It's a good trick to remember, and in between I will keep giving you such examples so that you remember it correctly. Just try it once. Okay. So the next topic is lingual tonsils. The lingual tonsils are a developmental anomaly. Okay, developmental anomaly. Lingual tonsils are developmental anomaly. So the next question is dentinogenesis imperfecta. So as the name suggests, it is a imperfect dentine. So one of the points will be defective dentine or imperfect dentine. Second point you can relate to it is that what defect can you find in the dentine? That it is produced too much. Okay, so it is so much produced that the inner part of the pulp chamber becomes obliterated because of the excess dentine. Okay, so that will be the second point, obliterated pulp chamber. And the third way to remember, the third point is dentinogenesis dominant. So DD. So dentinogenesis imperfecta is an autosomal dominant disorder. Okay. So the next question is Bohn's nodule. Okay, this is also very simple if you remember it by associating it with something. For an example, in this case I have associated Bohn's nodules with newborn, rhyming with bonds, newborn bonds. So what it indicates, Bohn's nodules is found in newborns. It is a cystic swelling in neonate or a newborn. All right. So the next question is anodontia. So you can find anodontia in deciduous teeth or permanent teeth as well. Okay, it can happen in both cases, deciduous or permanent. Anodontia may involve a single tooth or multiple tooth, right? A single tooth anodontia is also there and multiple tooth anodontia is also there. Anodontia is basically absence of teeth. Okay, and there are cases where there is a complete loss of all teeth, completely missing teeth. Okay, it is called as total anodontia. So the next question is Turner's tooth. So this you can just remember as if like there is a person who is taking a U-turn in his car and he meets with an accident. So Turner's tooth, local trauma, yeah, and the driver, his enamel gets chipped off. So you can remember it like that, enamel hypoplasia due to local infection or local trauma. So that is Turner's tooth. Okay. So today I gave you some tricks and tips how to remember these things. You can follow it, and you can make your own story related to that particular topic. It's easier to remember that way.